Hey guys, it's Sharon from Digital Nomad Quest, and today we're going to go over 6 tips on how to become a millionaire. Now, if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. I'm all about teaching you how to build passive income, become financially free, and design your best life. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified of my latest videos. Now, in previous videos, I talked about why I didn't really want to reveal my net worth publicly, but an opportunity came by and Business Insider actually wanted to interview me, and I couldn't pass this up. Now, in the articles, they wanted to reveal my net worth and talk about my income and things like that. So I basically had to verify a bunch of documents with them. I had to spend like over 8 hours or so just gathering a bunch of documents, sending screenshots, sending files over so that they could make sure they verified those numbers. So whatever you guys see in those articles are legit. So as you can see here, multiple articles have been published on Business Insider. And with those releases, a bunch of people did ask me like, how do I get started? How do I start building my net worth? Which is why I wanted to get into this topic today. I think it is doable to build a 7-figure net worth. It takes a lot of consistency, a lot of hard work, a lot of doing things that most people wouldn't do in order to start making that money and start saving that money. Everyone's timeline is going to be different. It really depends on your different situations, but I really hope that these tips help. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So tip number 1 is build high income skills. So with my story, I didn't really think too much about what I wanted to do in college. My degrees were actually really random. I was double majoring in psychology and music. So because I felt I had creative and analytical skills, a career in marketing just seemed to make sense to me. So I ended up taking some internships in marketing and was able to find a marketing coordinator job upon graduation. Now it was only a $30,000 per year job, but I just knew that the field had potential for me to grow in income. So I continued to build my skills in marketing through studying, taking new projects at work, finding new roles that allowed me to learn and grow, and just creating my own online businesses. And then at each new role, I would negotiate to increase my salary, and this really helped me continuously increase my income at each job I took, and it helped me land that 6-figure role. So in my opinion, there's a cap on how much you can save, but there's really no limits to how much you can earn. And basically the wealth equation is income minus expenses times investing, and that equals wealth creation. So by building high income skills, you can boost the amount of money coming in, which will really help jumpstart your financial freedom journey. Number 2, my tip is that when you change your mentality to time is money, it really helps you stop spending as much. So I never really had an issue when it came to saving money. As I began working at a full-time job, I really started equating my time for money, especially before I made passive income. With passive income, you can make money in your sleep, but with my full-time work, I had to actively work for money. So at a $30,000 per year job, my hourly wage was about $15. So when I looked at a $300 bag, I would see myself trading like 20 hours of my life for that bag if I purchased it. So those calculations really deterred me from wanting to spend money. Now instead, I felt more happiness just watching my bank accounts and my investments grow. And when you start equating your purchases to the amount of time it takes to buy those things, it really makes it easier to save money. It was especially easy for me to feel that way when I was spending most of my days just staring at 4 walls at an office, working. And I just knew that if I never saved or invested, I would be stuck working for the rest of my life. Now, tip number 3 is reduce your biggest expenses. I would say one of the biggest expenses is your housing costs. So if you can reduce those costs, you're going to be able to save a larger portion of your income. For me, I decided to live at home while helping around the house until my mid-20s. So even though it was uncool and others were having fun living in the city, I had my eye on the prize, right? I decided it made a lot more financial sense to stay at home. And then I decided to leave and become a digital nomad for 2 years, traveling the world while building my online businesses. And because of geographic arbitrage, I actually ended up spending only $1,400 a month on everything, including accommodations, travel costs, entertainment, etc. And I figured if I moved to a 1-bedroom apartment in San Francisco, I'd probably spend $2,600 to $3,000 a month average in rents, and traveling the world on a budget actually made more financial sense in my opinion. Then at 28, I actually came back and rented a place with roommates, and one of the roommates lived in the living room with a divider, so it really reduced all of our rents, and now I actually share expenses with my partner. So the point is, ever since I started working, I was always mindful of how much I spent on my living costs. So if you're able to find ways to reduce your housing costs, it will greatly help help with your financial journey. Now, if you can house hack, that's even better. All right, house hacking is a real estate investing strategy in which you purchase a property and then rent out units or rooms to make up for your expenses and possibly even cash flow. If you live in the property for a year or more, you can even get something called an FHA loan, which allows for you to put as little as 3.5% for a down payment. Now, cars are another large expense, and what many people don't realize is that when you drive a new car out the dealer's lot, it loses value. So I decided to purchase an affordable but safe $6,700 used car with all cash, so I didn't have to get a loan on a depreciating asset. I love this car because it allowed me to save more money to invest, and I don't worry about getting scratches on my car. The more you save, the more you can put that back into your investments to generate wealth faster. All right, tip number 4, invest in ETFs. When I started working, I began putting money into a brokerage account and contributing to my Roth IRA. I learned to invest my income in ETFs, and ETFs are exchange traded funds, basically a basket of stocks. And rather than investing one stock, you can invest in a portfolio of stocks through an ETF, which already helps you diversify your holdings, essentially making it less risky than investing in just one stock. And a popular ETF I invest in is QQQ that passively tracks the NASDAQ 100 index. And by investing in this ETF, I invest in 100 of the largest companies on the NASDAQ stock exchange. Many people think that investing is too challenging or requires a lot of money to start, but in reality, investing doesn't have to be sexy or intricate. Long-term investing can be quite simple. So around 75% of my stock portfolio is actually in ETFs, and then the rest is in stocks with a long-term outlook. Every year, I just put most of my income into the same investments like QQQ. Number 5 is one of my favorites. It's to build passive income side hustles. So in 2016, I traveled the world as a digital nomad for 2 years while building passive income streams. And a month-long solo Europe trip in 2014 actually sparked this realization that in order for me to live a life true to myself without financial restriction, I had to create financial freedom for myself. So I began studying over 20 books and blogs about financial freedom and how to generate wealth through passive income streams like real estate and online businesses. Passive income is income that might take some time to build up and work to build up, but it really doesn't take much effort to maintain. I was trading time for money for so many years, so I was really shocked when I realized that you could build all these passive income streams. It was really like a pivotal moment for me in my life that changed the way I viewed money. So after books like 4-Hour Workweek and Rich Dad Poor Dad, it made it so that I wanted to make money work for me instead of the other way around. Now, for example, you can sell digital products that don't need to be fulfilled when sold, like courses, Kindle books, or Photoshop templates on Etsy. Or you can do affiliate marketing where you're promoting products you recommend and or use that can provide value. So whenever people purchase products through your unique affiliate link, you receive a commission. So now I cash flow through many different ways like Photoshop templates and Microsoft templates on Etsy, affiliate marketing, course sales, Kindle sales, ad revenue, selling custom apparel on Merch by Amazon, selling products through Fulfillment by Amazon, investing in rental properties, and receiving dividends from some of my stocks and ETFs. So I know that's a lot, but I have attempted a lot of different income streams along the way. So creating multiple income streams, especially these passive ones, make it so you don't have to worry as much about getting laid off or being able to pay rent. And it really allows you to spend more time with your loved ones and time to work on projects that you care about. All right, my last tip is to invest in real estate. So for me, as I built up capital, I began investing in real estate. My first investment was in 2013, actually. And real estate is my favorite type of investment because of its benefits, including leverage, appreciation, cash flow, and tax benefits. It's really the only asset type that allows you to borrow as much as 80 to 90% of the asset value, sometimes even more, to grow your wealth. So for example, if you buy a property that appreciates from $100,000 to $200,000, that would be a 20% increase if you put in $100,000 all cash. But if you put in a 20% down payment of $20,000, your investment would have actually doubled. And overall, I just find real estate investing particularly fun. You get to be your own boss and own tangible assets around the world. Real estate now makes up more than half my net worth, as I now have actually 13 units. Me and my boyfriend together have 20 units combined, so it's really awesome. And all of these different assets cash flow me to this day. And to illustrate even more how powerful real estate is. Basically, my first investment in 2013 appreciated over $300,000. That has increased my net worth dramatically. So basically, if I sold this property, I would make a huge profit. When investing in rental properties, make sure you're finding properties that cash flow and appreciate. Now, everything I brought up in here, all of this stuff around investing, I want to make sure you guys understand that none of this is financial advice. This is all for informational purposes only. So make sure you are doing your due diligence. But I really hope you guys enjoyed these 6 tips on how to become a millionaire. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash the like button. It really helps with the algorithm. It helps my channel, so thank you so much if you do so. And comment below and let me know if you guys have any other tips on how to become a millionaire. Subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified of my latest videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.